channel. My name is Tyler, your friendly lo-fi and ambient music producer. Today I'm going to break down my new release, On My Way. It is an independent release, so feel free to add it to your playlist if you like my track. So let's dive in. First thing first, I always start with piano. This is a piano from Nor, 8 native instruments. This is from a emotional preset. I really like this preset. And basically I added an EQ, run for the reverb. Sometimes I just use the default one and put it around 25 around here for the piano. Not sound very spacey, but just add a little bit reverb on it. Then it is a RC20. Usually I use the default one and just twist around the knob. Also this mix knobs and try to find some sounds is fit for my mix. Just add some warmth to the piano. Every time I will start playing around with the chord, and then I will play the high octave on top to make it a very ear-catching melody. And in this track I prefer a 8-bar because you know me, I love to add more variation instead of just a loop. This is how I love to make the piano. So in the first intro, I love to add the melody more higher to more ear-catching melody. And then back to the verse, I love to have a lower octave melodies. Then in the third part of the track, I love to combine the melody together. Then you will feel like sounds like a full track instead of a loop. Then I will try to rearrange it, the different pattern. And at the finals of the track, I love to lower the octave to keep the impressions of like a closing, finishing piece feeling. So here is the piano sounds. So at the end of the track, it sounds like this. I will adjust some notes at the end of the track because you will see the bar is dun 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 dun. So you can hear my loop, it says dun 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 dun, then go back to the first bar. But at the end, I will adjust some notes to give it a close feelings. Something like this. In the second layer, I added a roll sounds from native instrument of this Mark 1. And then I just added an EQ and reverb. It is also 31% of the reverb. Here are the chords. So F sharp minor, E, D, A, F sharp minor, E, and D. The roll sounds like this. So if you want to add some more human feelings, you can adjust the note. Sounds like strumming. The third layer is my pet sounds. You know, I like to add pet sounds to add more depth, and also the pet sounds will be add some different feelings. So this is from Alchemy, Logic stock plugins, a warm sense pad. Then I add an EQ, RC20, and also ROM. So you can notice I always use the same plugins, so you don't need to have a lot of plugins. You can master your plugins to make the sounds good. Here is the pet sounds. I really want to show you how the pet sounds is very important, and my video may be a bit long. So here is the sound without a pet. With if you use the headphone, you will hear way difference. The pet sounds like to build up a different environment, different vibe to it. I don't know how to explain, but I can hear and I can feelings the vibe. You're here in this part, the piano sounds a bit different because I automate the reverb mix knob, this knob, to add more reverb to make it like a transition to the verse. Next up, my go-to bass. This is from Logic. If you know me, you know I always use the same. I just sidechain to the kick and then add an EQ to cut the high. Next up, this one is a free plugin. You definitely need to download it from Native Instrument. This is from a limited time. I'm not sure still have it, so you definitely need to check it out. This is a vocal plugins. And then I just want to add some more vocals in this track. I feel like very fit defined. Then I just EQ a bit. I put the mix around 87 and also the decays a bit. You'll hear the difference later. And then I also added a delay sounds. This is also from Native Instruments. So I think the best thing is Native Instrument have a bundle. You already got all the sounds you need. So I think it is very worth if you want to invest your sound for more professional sounds. And then I add RC20 to add more warmth. And also this is a free plugins, but I'm not sure is it a limited time. So you can use this one for more wider sounds. For the sounds like this. Then I added all the plugins will be more airy. Next up, this is a Sam Rose with the chord, and I play a arpeggiate melody. Just arpeggiate the chord. Add a bit difference at the end of the 8 bar. So add the EQ, RC20 for the warm, and also add the compressor. Arpeggiate a bit high and harsh to the mix. And also I send this to a bus for add some reverb and also pan it to the right a bit. Sounds like this. So in the break of the track, I added a string sound. This is from Australia, also a free plugin, so you can download it. I really like this preset. In this string sound, I add the short notes rather than long note because I want to add some motion, add some movement. So you hear that to blend it very well. And also the same preset, EQ, RC20 and reverb. So this is all the MIDI elements, but stay tuned for the guitar part at the end of the video because I love to record my guitar part at the end when I'm finishing all the structure. So now we are breaking down the drum part. So in this track, I added a few layers of the drums. First thing, I added a air drum percussion loop. And then a kick pattern. Simply just high cut and boost a bit the low. Didn't add too much. And a shaker loops. I think this is from Logic Apple loops here. Then I used the EQ cut a lot because the sounds a bit not sounds like a lo-fi sounds, and also I added a RC20. Hear the sounds before like this. So basically you can change all the sounds to sounds like a lo-fi sounds. You no need to buy a lot of sample pack rather than if you don't have any money at the beginning, you still can use a lot of technique to make it sound like a lo-fi. Even you don't have a RC20, it's okay. You can have a free lo-fi plugins like this final for the free plugins, and then I take it out the RC20 and same EQ. You can hear there's nothing a big different. So you can choose different ear sounds, make the sounds like lo-fi. Next up, a snare. This is a simple snare pattern and I EQ a lot because the sound before like this. After that. For the hi-hat parts, I can show you how to make the hi-hat or shaker sounds more human feelings. So basically, this is a very good in Logic. You can create a pattern region where we open it like this. First, you in the on-off button, and then you just press different notes you want to put in it. And then for the philosophy part, you can adjust different and then to sound more human feelings like this. Then I pan it to the left a bit and the same technique with the shaker, and then I just make it to 32 step and more variation and like this. Use the hi-hat and the shaker to use some movement and also to combine the rhythm together. Then I added some more extra sounds in the every 4 snare. This is a clap sound and I layered into the snare and add the EQ and delay and add a bit of the send to the bus of the reverb. They combine together like this. Just some more ear candies. Bars, and I added a snare with a reverb. This is the same snare. And I take it out the normal one and added some rum and also a para aggressive to make the sounds more different. And sounds like this. Just add some random different sounds to the track to make it more interesting. And one more per sounds like this. And also RC20 delay and EQ. So the full drum part like this. Next up is my guitar part, and I added a few layers of my guitar. In the first, use the guitar rig for the amp and the EQ and the supermassive reverb, and I put the mix a bit high. And I also use smooth to clean a bit of my guitar. It sounds more, I put it in the background like this. I barely listen to it, but I just want to add some more texture on it. This is from this preset Hazel Shimmer. Then this is my main guitar melody, and also use the guitar rig for the amp. This is from a Milky Way preset, and I added EQ. Just cut some frequency too harsh and maybe I don't like it. And add some warm and some more warm texture, more like a cassette. And use smooth to smooth my guitar and also compressor because a bit harsh in this preset. So here is the sound. I really like a lot of texture. And then this is also one of my tricks. I love to add some guitar both pan to the hard left and hard right sides to make it very wider. So this is another guitar layers. And this is just a basic jazz guitar preset. And I added EQ compressor and suit too. And then the last guitar is from another preset, Silver Gates. And I also add EQ compressor and also suit too to solve the guitar. The sounds combine together like this. Sometimes when we listen to the single track, you will feel like the sound's not very good. But if we combine together to the track, you will feel like more good to the mix. So in my opinion, you don't have to mix the single part. You need to listen to the whole track for the full mix to mix the guitar part or mix any track. So you hear the combined together sound so good. Last thing, I added some fire sounds and light ring, and added a EQ and compressor, and also EQ on the ring sounds. And I just added a very simple swipe sound and added a delay for the more wider sounds. Just use a little bit for transitions. Many of you asked for my Logic Pro tutorial projects, so I have created a bundle of 11 projects available on my Gumroad website. It is a free download. Some of these projects have corresponding tutorial on my YouTube channel, so you can follow step by step and learn. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed today's videos and also this track. And here is the little part of the track, and you can also listen to the track on all streaming platforms on my way. So see you in the next video.